What do you suppose people at the prestigious Regarden Magical Academy value most? Naturally, it's one's knack for magic. So what of the magically challenged students? The answer is yes.
We can come to the dungeon and slay monsters. I can do it. If I try hard enough, I can do it. Without one drop of magic.
Which you can then use as a catalyst to create a brilliant flame.
Exactly right. Now then, Bull, show us. Which daring soul shall it be? Will Surfort? Will Surfort!
Yes! Could you say that again, Professor Edwards, sir? Come away, sir.
There a problem? It should be easy enough. You need only use the catalyst to conjure the flame, as you know.
Oh, great fire. Spring forth!
Silence! To think our fine institution has you, a wannabe who can't even perform the rudiments. But what did I expect? Book learners are only ever noteworthy.
Oh, flames, obey me.
Casting still requires permission, Scion. Keep that in mind.
Oh, of course. Excuse me, Professor. For some reason, it appears...
Well, this will do. As you just saw with your own eyes. In this world, magic reigns supreme above all else. Magic is authority. Strength of magic is power. Our heroes are called mages. That's why your magical prowess is how you earn esteem at this academy. No talents, words. People who dream about their station are fools. And they should withdraw from this school immediately.
You love flaunting your incompetence, huh, laggard? Hi, Scion. That's to your very core.
All three of you can buzz off!
Well, if it isn't Colette, mind sharing what an overachieving honor student gets for defending this failure? Because I'm at a loss.
He's kinder than you will ever hope to be and works himself silly. And I won't stand for you insulting my friend.
Colette. Hard work and kindness to make a great mage, especially if you're still setting your sights on becoming a magia vendor. Either way, I've wasted enough time on you as it is, loser. Do us a favor and unenroll yourself from this school like Professor Edwards said.
Jerk.
He wasn't wrong. Magic does rule our whole world, and I can't use any of it.
Well, not yet.
Besides, I've got a cute girl like you worrying about me, so I'm blessed in that respect, right?
Where did that come from?
What?
I mean, every once in a while you'll say things like that, but flirt everyone the exact same way, don't you?
Maybe. I was taught to compliment girls ever since I was a little kid. But even objectively speaking, you are really cute, Colette. So I wasn't teasing you or lying to your face.
Quit talking, Will! You should have stopped talking 3 sentences ago!
Oh, okay.
Get it together, you're... Is something wrong?
No. I'm fine. Just enjoying the gorgeous weather.
That's fair. It is nice. Such a warm light. And to think it's coming from the 5 most powerful wizards.
Long ago, our people were trapped in darkness. They knew nothing of the sky. But they did know fear, for the celestial host terrorized them. Then one day, 5 wizards rose up in defiance. the invaders, cast a seal over the sky, and brought peace to our world. They were known as the Magiavander. This became the highest of titles, passed down through the ages. It's the greatest honor a mage can achieve. So, everyone dreams of it at least once.
Using Albusvina to keep us safe?
She is. From her window on top of the world, she's looking right this way.
The sun and moon? Yeah! They're these big, big, big orbs and a thing called a sunset that takes up its own side of the world. It turns everything bright red. Here it's the prettiest sight you'll ever see. You know, Will, the top of the tower is the closest to the sky. If we become Magiavander, maybe we can see the sunset.
Yeah, you're on! Let's go see it together!
That innocent childhood promise was made on a whim. But Elfie held to it. With her talent, she became the youngest ever to earn the Magiavander title and left for the top of the tower. Then there's me. Too inept to be even meeting, still stumbling along to achieve my dream of standing by her side.
You massive idiot! Just take a deep breath and calm down, Professor Workner. Not only did you hit the dungeon without clearance, you thought it wise to solo the 7th floor. You really will get yourself killed at this rate!
I got Kilworth credits.
That's one evil guard kill confirmed. Thus, I hereby award you with 2 credits. Yes! Yes! Magiavander, I take it.
Is that not good?
Listen, if your goal is the top of the tower, then you'll have to advance to the Upper Institute first, Will. And for that, you'll need writing, spell work, and praxis. It takes a tremendous amount of credits.
That's why I'm focusing on praxis. I balance it out by dungeon diving, so
Will, I've told you before. It's foolish to think praxis alone will save you. Essentially, it just can't be done. Even if you could wield magic, that would hold true.
I'm aware. But still.
Please, boy, you should concentrate more on graduating than what comes after. I know you failed to earn enough credits on your last exams. That means you need to earn 4 credits by the end of the week.
What? As in this week? But that just gives me 2 days! I'll devote everything to searching my notes. Come on, notes! I wanted a lecture. Did we?
Oh, that's right.
Huh?
Just thinking out loud here, but there are reports of a 4-credit Baskerville lurking on the 6th floor. If memory serves, a certain book learner hasn't defeated one yet.
You're the best, Professor! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you!
You lunatic, get off!
A Baskerville on the 6th floor. Now I can finally rid this school of that miserable misfit.
Myself 4 credits! And after all, I've already fought a Baskerville, so what could go wrong?
Don't worry, Kiki. This time around, I'll watch out for its fire breath. No getting burnt to a crisp now that I know better.
Please trust me. I'm depending on that nose of yours.
Feel free to back me up.
Yeah, you said it, Scion.
Can't earn his credits if we slay his target first. And without his credits, he'll be expelled from the academy.
But kind of wondering if this is safe. Us 3 coming to the 6th floor? Yeah, you're one of the elites.
Those who can't use magic shouldn't even utter the words Magiavander, much less strive to be one. The very sight of him offends me. No talent hacks have no business at the academy. A search on this area too.
the reverberations. They shouldn't be far. An evil sentinel. A tent. The sentinel's habitat should be deeper down. Didn't move up. And is that Scion?
Stay back or die! Die!
That thing's too strong. His spells are useless. I have to help. Or do I? I could save him, but I don't have to. He constantly makes fun of me. I could easily run away.
But you see, I know the truth. You're incredibly kind and braver than anyone else around.
You're wrong, Elfie. What I am is a guy who just wants to stand beside you. So at the very least, let me act as your sword!
Wagner!
Good evening, Professor.
Well, of course. Entitled whelps. The dungeon's too vast. Use your familiar to find them.
Do you know what floor they're on?
Yes, floor 6.
No need to send a familiar out then.
Why?
Will Surford happens to be there as well.
What a joke! One I refuse to tolerate. It's outrageous to claim a boy without magic could transcend it.
Wait, Professor Edward. I hereby award Will Surford 10 credits.
Yes!
boy who would turn the tale of Wistoria, where wand and sword meet.
Rumor has it, he can't use magic.
I had no idea people like that even existed. So, how did he get into the Magical Academy?
Apparently, he was just bait to
Where'd he become a Magia Vandor? They'll probably toss him soon enough. Magic is out of his wheelhouse.
Even so, this is all so fascinating. A sharpened sword that yearns to be a wand.
Is there any chance I can get to Elfie?
If you are persistent, and if your will can hold strong, as though undaunted, then perhaps. I am a sword striving to be a wand. Well then, I wonder how this will end.
Ascending the tower. This generally means advancing to the Upper Institute. By the Upper Institute, the highest center of learning, there are two principal methods of advancement in the tower. The first is to create a new type of magic. The second is to earn at least 7,200 credits at the Academy. Only a few individuals will achieve the former, which means that the majority of you must rely on the credits method. But, to yourselves, I will now drill these lessons into your very souls.
How did the supplemental class go? I hear it was positively grueling.
He did everything from consecutive mock exams to rigorous instructions.
But you've already earned every possible...
It'll work. But being a failure doesn't mean I shouldn't give it my all. And besides, it's kind of him to bother giving us supplementary lessons at all. Most of the other professors here would consider it a waste of their time.
You're not wrong. I particularly can't imagine Professor Edward going out of his way to give extra classes.
It's all by himself? That's amazing!
Right? It overwhelmed the rest of us at once, and by the time we awoke, Scion had already slain the Sentinel!
He's climbing the ranks so quickly! I bet he'll become one of the top 3 soon.
That's Scion Ulster for you.
Lies. But truth is unbearable. Is this some sick joke? You're incompetent, and yet...
Stop it, Scion! What are you hoping to accomplish? Just leave him alone! Will, did something happen with him?
Nothing important.
Headmistress Will Surford should be expelled. You must see that.
Is that so? What brought on this sudden urgency? Honestly, Edward, Will is in his 6th and final year at the Academy. Why now when he's come this far?
Magic without being able to wield it.
Let's take a look at his record. He has aced all of his written assignments. His reports offer a unique perspective. Aside from his inability to use magic, he excels to a degree that calling it excellence is an understatement. This Academy has a duty to produce learned scholars in preparation for the fated day.
The boy doesn't wish to be a learned scholar. The problem is that he aspires to become a Magia Vandor.
That could indeed prove problematic in the long run. He is my solution, Edward. We shall test him. Since you were the one to uncover his little secret of his advancement or expulsion to your judgment.
Are you sure about that? I am not nearly as lenient as Werther is.
I am aware. I will leave the content of the test up to you. Test him to your satisfaction and reveal the truth. You want.
I'm so sorry, Colette. I'm always relying on you since I can't use magic myself.
It's fine. I don't mind a bit. Up to your old tricks, huh?
Mm-hmm. Let me leave.
I see. His name's Rusty, isn't it? You must be close friends.
I don't know. Not really. Year 344. The Battle of Garzaronso broke out. The dwarves, a race from another world, were angered by exploitation, overwork.
Bill, am I crazy or have you reviewed this topic already?
Here's a breakdown of their perspectives.
You're already incredible at writing. Better than I could ever be. You don't need to work so hard.
I have to make it to the Upper Institute. I can't lose a single credit. Besides, I know how the dwarves felt, so I don't mind at all. Never give up. Determination can surpass even magic.
Did you learn that from Professor Werkner?
That phrase really stuck with me. It helps me try my very best.
My goodness, you have a gray hair.
What?
That's proof you're working way too hard. What? Just let me.
Stay back!
What is going on here?
Hello,
Professor Edward.
Sorry for the disturbance. We were just hitting the books.
Surfort, come to the spell hall at once. Alone. This supplemental lessons...
Your lesson, Professor? And it's only for me?
Think of this as a gift. I will ascertain your true worth once and for all. Your assignment is to land a single strike on me before the battle is over. Refusal is not an option, should you shall leave this academy forever.
You expelled?
Talentless worms such as yourself should not be permitted to even gaze upon the Magia Vander. I've given you reason to fight. Let's begin.
You called for me, Headmistress?
Though I'm sorry to trouble you, Werkner, yes, I did.
Ah. Well, how may I assist you?
It's not what I want you to do, but what I want...
What? Hold on. That's Will. And Ed. What's going on? They look ready to...
Do? It's actually a test I told Edward he could conduct. And you aren't allowed to interfere at all. Just as I have recognized your advocacy for Will and why he should... So I'm letting him ascertain for himself whether Will is worthy of walking the Magia Vander path.
This is madness. Of all our instructors, why Professor Edward? You say it's fair, but it's just cruel.
It's cruel. How so?
Oh, come on! You should know! To the top!
Dax Darmicons.
That spell. It's smothered with dark magic. Yet look at this power.
Darge. How inept can a failure be?
He's casting with no incantations. He activates so fast. His fighting style's flawless. He's so strong.
2, Surfort. That's all. I'll only use my black flames to burn you and my shield to repel your unsightly savagery. Just those 2. So, Will know the 27th rule. You has 1,000 arrows for you instead.
He's multi-classing one spell and using an overlapping series. I'm about to be barraged with Dax Darmicons.
Accept your fate and be gone.
Professor Edward. What if he's being whipped or tortured?
That's nonsense.
Why are you bleeding? In there? Don't tell me that Will's injured too!
This goes without saying, but the title you covet only goes to an exemplaries. I'll ask you a question on the Battle of Garzaranzo. The imprudent dwarves incited a rebellion with an army of 10,000. Now, how many mages did it take to bring them down? Just one. Then the sword. That's simply how our world works. Do you get it yet? High time you forsake your delusions.
Maybe so, but it's easier said than done. I'm still going to ascend the Magia Vander's tower!
So, to make you go this far,
because I want to be with the girl that I love! Elfie's waiting. I won't break the promise I made!
that's pushing you towards the apex of magic!
I realize my reason may sound ridiculous to you, but I refuse to back down from this path.
Shameless fool!
Far as it may be, I'm going to see that sunset! Right by Elfie's side!
In place of a wand, wield a sword, you deviant. Your time is out. He sliced through my magic. Is that a Moria blade?
I'm scared. Really scared. Another terrifying volley of 1,000 flames is coming. I can't stop shaking. This attack is the barrier between me and my dream. I want to run so bad. But there's only one way to the top!
This ends now!
A great general named Garrett fought even as he lost all of his brethren. Despite his odds, he charged forward and landed one blow. The mages then recognized the dwarf's status and honored that courage. As a wand!
Is hereby awarded 5 credits.
Will! Do you need a healing spell? Use your words, Will!
Splendidly done.
He purposely dove into the onslaught.
A strike powerful enough to shatter that shield, no less. We just saw a sword thrust capable of conquering magic. He fought as though undaunted. Okay, and for the finishing touch, some good old TLC. Perfect.
Will sure is late. I wonder if he'll be home anytime soon.
Next time, I'll listen.
But you see, I know the truth. You're incredibly kind. And braver than anyone else around. This is it. Goodbye, Will.
Wait, Elfie! I will make it up to the top with you! I'll do it without magic! Even if fate itself tries to tear us apart! I'll do it! Someday I'll come for you. I will! Like we promised. Remember?
As long as it takes. I'll be waiting. Every day. I promise.
Will.
No, I'm crying. Like a pathetic, emotional mess. But it'll be the last time.
Will Surfort, a no-talent book learner, also a working student.
Will, how goes? Early as ever, eh?
Morning, Mr. Donnan.
Shake a leg with that paper round. We can hit up Tina's afterward.
Yeah, why not?
One that got away. Albusvina Elfaria creates new original magic. She's the first to achieve the remarkable feat of inventing 12 magics. Elfie's sure working hard. I gotta match her game. Elfaria herself?
Wait, what? Rusty! Rusty! Hey, may I borrow a magic item or two? Please, Rusty!
Pray tell, what's got you in such a hurry this fine day, Will?
A new order. It was sent down by Elfie, so I'm going.
You think it'll be tough?
Doubt it, since we're just collecting Frostwalker ice cores. She's in need of a lot of magical catalysts, I guess. They're paying us for every ice core, too. It's all going down on the 4th floor, so I need more magic items to give me an extra edge.
Never has a book been more open than you, Rumi. Hands down.
Notch artificer for you, huh?
Will! Take care out there, okay?
I always do.
Mage Queen Mercedes, one of the great pioneers, once said, "All is but wisdom into its depths. Master the unknown and conquer it. Everything is connected."
Nice, he's toast. One flick of his wrist made all those Frostwalkers dust.
They were literal snowflakes, far from the monstrosity he took down.
Scion's phenomenal. Seems like he's out for blood.
Hey, watch yourself!
Kill all three? No magic? Just his own strength and a sword?
Are you alright? They didn't hurt you, did they?
Yes, I mean, no, I'm fine. Not a scratch on me. Thanks to you, of course.
What a relief. My name's Will. I don't believe we've met.
Hi, I'm Iris Churchill.
To achieve one of the most profound triumphs imaginable. A feat so grand it guarantees unrestricted advancement to the tower. Period. Magic's often named after the one who created it, too. Words associated with the new spell's creator are used as well. Take, for example, the Dax Darbican's magic spell. Its namesake is a mage from ancient Tyre, but as a way that you can carve your name in history.
Makes it sound so simple. Everyone knows it's not a realistic way to advance.
I have a question, sir. So if inventing spells is that good, what's it mean for Lady Elfaria, who's invented 12?
Her skill almost defies words. If I had to choose one, incredible. See, original spells. By all accounts, she's one of the most impressive mages, if not the most impressive mage, ever to live.
She's unbelievable.
So ice magic is the most powerful right now?
Oh, I'm joining the ice faction for sure.
Yeah, she really is something. No wonder Will's so devoted to chasing her. The entire school's been in an uproar ever since she issued. What are you talking about, Rose?
You're jealous of Lady Alfaria, right? Will's amazing childhood friend is going to steal him away, right? No, you couldn't be less right if you tried!
You two, how about we keep the chatter to a minimum?
Yes, so sorry for interrupting class, sir! Same here. We're bad girls.
Oh, hush.
You're that upperclassman book learner I've heard about. Like, it's unprecedented how magically inept you are, I mean.
She sure doesn't mince her words. You said upperclassman.
Yep, I'm only 14.
If she's 2 years younger than me, she must be a 4th year. So, being around me doesn't bother you?
Huh? Why would I feel disdain? A few minutes ago, you saved my life. The world dealt you a magicless hand, but you embraced other gifts. I like how you put the will in willpower.
Oh, and I'm guessing you're here to fill the order too?
Uh-huh. I want to help out the Magia Vander more than anything. For I, too.
It sounds like an exaggeration, but it's not. The real sky is something that we've never seen. Our world is safe, yet hidden, cloaked by the tremendous energy of the Magia Vander, under a fake sky, the Great Barrier. A calamity will begin. We students strive to meet orders, not only because we aspire to be Magia Vander, but because it's how we can do our part to support the sky.
Fun fact, Will. I've had the distinct honor of meeting Lady Alfaria in person.
Oh, good for you.
It is excellent.
Get in trouble a lot, huh?
I was surrounded by monsters. Isolated, helpless, hopeless. My life flashed before my eyes. Then out of nowhere...
I hope you'll be more careful next time.
Oh, wow. It was totally the most awesome thing ever!
I'm sure.
That day, I breathed her breath and spoke with her. Oh, divine Ice Queen. And so, here I am doing my part to help my sweet savior. But sadly, I haven't been able to find a single Frostwalker yet. I think the other students must have defeated them already. Meaning search spells are as pointless as a wand is to you. Huh? Hey, what you doing?
Half a meal to 1 meal wide. But these are more than double that. There's a really strong one up ahead.
Like super strong?
Yeah, it's probably hiding somewhere your search spells can't detect.
I'm kind of confused. You could piece that together without using...
But I don't think it's absolute. Especially not in the dungeon. And though I may not be a child of magic, I do have knowledge and wisdom. Experience can make up for the rest. That's what I believe.
You do?
Yes.
Holy wands! That's a Frost Rex!
It is really strong. Like I said.
Frost Rex, the highest form of Frostwalkers. And over 5 enemy worth 6 credits. Exclusive to the 4th floor.
Stay here till it's over.
Huh? You realize you have a huge disadvantage because the second you touch it, it'll freeze you. They call it Dwarf Killer. Close combat is a no-go. The only way to slay a Frost Rex is with long-range magic. This is one fight you can't win.
But I can. I've slayed tons of them. top-notch artificer for you. I'll have to thank Rusty later.
So the talent's not so talentless. What a massive discrepancy between...
Iris! He's got loads of cores. Let's head back.
Yeah, let's.
What he lacks in magic, he makes up for in cleverness. And he does indeed have experience, but just honed his combat skills. He's a warrior. Oh, here goes. I humbly request a moment of your time, Magia Vander.
Just a routine, tedious meeting for formality's sake. If the barrier were breached at this point, the world would be lost.
I bet you anything that damn celestial host is on the other side watching her every move. And we haven't got the strength or numbers to give them a decent fight.
The fated day draws nigh. We require more elite sprouts. What's written in the lore cannot come to pass.
There is at least one interesting prospect, though. A Magicless no-talent 6th year. Will Surfort is his name. I recommend he be brought into the tower's surface.
Absurd.
Leave.
Sounds like fun.
There's already enough inferior riffraff around as it stands. I cannot endure more.
You warrants in the month.
Brawler. How you ever came to sit on that throne being the barbarian you are is beyond me.
All right, that's enough, you two. In any event, there's no need to be hasty or cruel. We can wait to make our decision. Let's see how the Grand Magic Festival plays out first.
Sure. The good ones will rise to the top one way or the other. It was a blast.
You were spot on about that boy. He's quite the find. Well done, my lady.
Please. I'll be waiting.
Next time on Wisteria Wand and Sword, Episode 4, The Year of the Grand Festival. Sepam to the Upper Institute, and a necessity for becoming a Magia Vander.
Well done, Scion Ulster. You pass. Same to you, Colette Loire.
Over spells. Performance issues. Such a disgrace. Can't use magic or put a single dent in a golem. Not surprised at all. He's a loser book learner and total failure.
Satius Leo.
Zephyros Claw.
Lejano and Zos passes. Passes Wignall Lindor. Nice work.
That's sure. Wins throws ours too.
Julius Reinberg, you pass.
What do you know? Neither of you have lost a step.
There isn't a reason I should have.
Not for war. I have developed a secret technique that I'm quite confident will allow me to easily defeat the both of you. Instead of a gauntlet, I offer you this. And that's what Upper Institute kids look like.
Miss Perfect, the Wonder Elf, and the Ice Master.
They're the only ones in the whole school with over 10,000 credits under their belts.
A student's credits are like an index by which their skills can be judged. I don't have enough to graduate, let alone advance to the Upper Institute.
You realize you're in the way, don't you? Stay out of my sight, you sad laggard. Oh, I'm sorry, Julius.
When you can pass an exam with just one spell, it's no wonder you're in the top 3.
If anyone gets scouted at the Grand Magic Fest, it'll be you.
What are the odds of one of us winning this year's Sky Race?
You'll just have to get scouted at the Grand Magic Festival, too.
Huh?
Surely you know progressing to the Upper Institute on writing and praxis alone isn't realistic. You lack credits, but a student getting to ascend the tower on the spot because someone recognized their talent does have a precedent.
I suppose was on the way, though. The Grand Magic Festival is an event held by Regarden Academy once every 2 years. A number of different competitions are held, and high mages come down from Mercedes Callis as scouts.
You could even say this event decides who advances. You've got the Lightning Lord Wand, Lord Zeus Fashi, the Sacred Elf Swan, Elmleaf Conan, the Flame Emperor's Wand, Incendia Barum, and the Ice Maiden's Wand, Albus Vina. There's also the Light Sovereign factions to impress, so 4 ways to the top. You just need one.
It's a pretty rare occasion for someone to skip their graduation requirements and head straight to the tower. I mean, I have to perform magic that would put a high mages to shame.
I hear that your spell work doesn't have to be outstanding as long as you yourself are, because Watchers will be there too, and they'll snatch up anyone who catches their eye.
Talent shouldn't try to stand out at this thing. So, I'll work behind the scenes again. Help with operations.
Will, whether you win or lose, entering this contest would change the way everyone sees you.
The vote of confidence is nice, but if I enter, it'll just turn into an average sporting event. I had a really rough time because of when we were second years.
It did become known as the worst in history. Looking back, it was certainly something, huh?
Yeah, and I'm still not over it. I stood out for all the wrong reasons then.
I didn't think it would work.
That's Magicraft. Seem that much closer now.
Yeah.
Don't forget, Regarden will be the only capital sending out scouts for talent. Even if we don't get accepted into the tower, there are lots of other roads that we can pursue.
Right, but I already told you I'm not joining. I won't deny the festival's a good chance to show your stuff, though.
You've got as much stuff to show as the next student, so promote yourself.
You got quiet. What's wrong?
It's hidden well, but a barrier's been cast here.
What? You sure it's not lock magic?
I am. This is some kind of inhibitor. You try. Yes! You're amazing, Tikikins!
Whoa, a hidden stairway.
I'm curious about what's down there. Aren't you?
For each and every game! 300 on Julius!
500 on Master Mike, no for me!
800 on Lehana!
It's underground gambling.
I can't believe them. Yes, the professors leave the lockers alone, but that's no excuse to get up to this nonsense.
Why is he here? What's the garbage doing out of the trash can?
Will and I wound up here by chance. If you have any more insults, I suggest you not speak. Oh, and the next time you decide to get rough with Will, you'll have my wrath to deal with afterward.
So, did you guys happen here by mistake too? Shouting at all your...
Came down here to see the betting odds.
Yeah, word is there's quite a spread between him and the top 3, which sucks. But hey, Cy would never say that.
He'd also never be sad that the top 3 don't notice him. Not in a zillion and 1 years. Just shut up or I'll burn your tongues off!
We're boosting hormones making you rage.
I'm not especially interested. No one's defeated anyone as of this moment. And the number of credits I lag behind them are credits I lost in writing. I've been training for a long time. In terms of skill, I'm just as good as Lihana and Wignall.
You're so high up!
Why am I bothering
It's you!
Scion?
Wait up!
Contest held once every 2 years. Yeah, I understand the excitement. I do.
That's all for today. We'll get more hands-on next time and craft a potion or two. Review the material or you might get a little lost.
Hey, are you going to the dungeon? I'd be happy to come with you if you'd like.
I'm sorry, Colette, but I'm scheduled to work a shift at Miss Gina's Tavern tonight. Slumland Street is on the outskirts of Burmistry Garden. The exploited dwarves drink their cares away after another hard day's work in the mines. Their laughter ringing throughout the district.
One goulard bean saute is ready to go when you are, Will, so hop to it.
All right. You want to trade for that mug?
Oh, their timing couldn't be better, lad. Why don't you grab a frosty one for yourself, too? Student by day and waiter by night. That one grueling routine when you add in your paper route.
I have to work. The Academy's tuition isn't exactly free. I could try for a scholarship if I was eligible.
That festival for magic stuff could solve your money woes if you win, right?
It's the Grand Magic Festival, and I really can't enter it, okay?
I've got plates getting cold, so spill the chit-chat and work! Plus your friend is running laps around you. Hey, Table 3. I hope you're hungry.
Yeah, but not for long. How about it?
You're really making me glad that I asked you to help out.
Magicless manual labor is a fun new experience for me, which is kind of neat. And I can't just stand by while my roommate struggles, right? Frosty is my kind of worker, Will. Bring me another one like him to replace the staff I lost.
What do you need this lad to bring you more hands for when you work as hard as you?
Don't tell someone without asking him, guys!
You're really okay with this?
With what?
Well, the wages the dwarves must pay you have to be meager at best. Professor Werkner could help you get a better paying job that suits your schedule if you asked, couldn't he?
Maybe, but Professor Werkner has already done enough great. In fact, I like all of the dwarves. They're good with their hands, their hearts are as full as they keep their mugs, and despite my faults, they accepted me. So I've come to have a genuine respect for the dwarves.
I see.
What sort of vulgar tavern is this?
The only one that's open. Otherwise, I'd say let's head out.
Well, those classmates of yours?
His sty. I'm nearly moved to tears. The laggard bonding with barbarians is pure poetry.
What did you say? Calm down.
Not sure I appreciate that look in your eye. You're the ones who immigrated to our world. Know your place!
The Celestial Host was able to succeed in destroying the dwarves' world long ago. But some escaped ours.
Is this a tavern or not? Bring me a plate and a beverage at once!
Unlike the elves, the endangered. In this world, magic reigns supreme. The discrimination against dwarves sums up our whole society. Even so.
You seriously served us beans for a main course? We would get a better meal at a rundown countryside inn. You are... What makes it worse, it reeks just as bad as their sweat.
Even so.
Their hygiene's poorer than a beast's. You're stinking up our country. Go away!
Even so.
Need a server, we'll call.
What you just said, take it all back.
Excuse me.
Those beans were grown in barren soil and are a product of the dwarf's skills and knowledge. That sweat is proof of their hard labor under the harshest conditions. They're things that should be celebrated.
All you know magic stick together and lick each other's wounds, If something reeks, then it reeks. If something's slop, I'll call it slop. Is that so wrong? Don't get in.
The savagery we've shown tonight is far more senseless than that of the dwarves. Where are the birds here?
A while. You do know who you just picked a fight with, don't you know, Talent? Here's a clue! Restrain him.
Is this going too far?
I've changed my mind. Freezing you to the wall of this dump you love won't be enough to appease me now. This when I finally do humiliate you.
All right, fine. You're on.
Wait, Will, are you sure?
Oh, he's sure. He's seriously angry.
I'll personally see to it. You're thrown out of the academy the second I'm victorious.
Improve, compete, and strive. Once you have reached your utmost potential, brace the sky and never serve as a foundation for evil. With those words from our founder, Mercedes, festival shall now commence.
Watch every match intently. Scrutinize everything. You never know when we may discover a diamond in the rough. Right.
Well then, it's safe to say Lady Lihana's a shoo-in for the Skylarings. What did you expect from Miss Perfect? She's not a top student by some accident.
No way. Looks like the Earth Princess didn't enter Magicraft this year.
Have an unmistakable gleam in their eyes. The tower works swiftly.
That's because the festival draws mages from outside these walls. The battle to scout the Academy's most promising students is already well on its way.
Miss Perfect has staunchly defended her stronghold, and if that weren't enough, she also set into...
Pardon, please excuse me. Leaving when the fun has just begun?
I would stay, but I have some work that I must attend to.
Also, I have a certain upperclassman to cheer on.
Kick butt in the crown attack, Scion. We couldn't enter ourselves, but we're rooting.
Listen, Scion. I truly hate asking a favor of you, but you're my only hope. Will you please consider joining our team?
That silly girl has finally realized she needs someone to partner up with. Between me and that lowlife she hangs around with, I'm the only choice.
It's our team, remember? And a team must have at least 21,000 combined credits in order to participate in the crown attack. For Will to compete, our only option was inviting you.
Sorry for the trouble.
Is this a joke? Why would I bail out a no-talent hack? And why are you trying to enter an upper-level event in the first place? Answer me! He's looking right past me.
Something apparently went down between those two. Julius entered the crown attack, and Will swore he'd do the same, no matter what it took.
The nerve. After humiliating me like that.
This marks the start of the Magic Festival's afternoon events! With play-by-plays carefully yours truly, Mike Myers, and for Ace Commentary, we have the #1 most hated professor,
I'm sorry. Please don't kill me. Okay, that's awkward. Let's pull ourselves together and move on to the main event of the day, the crown attack! Hey, Elf Faction! Let's get this!
Things wake and revive our homeland. Our blood whispers, silenced cries. Now in our mind's eye, reveal our precious paradise. Connection now commencing. Varying order. Establishing domain. Our flowers in bloom. Magicless Ringgold.
The Volcano Zone, the Marshland Zone, the Badland Zone, the Grassland Zone, duration. Unlike other events, this competition is between teams of 3. The teams will start at the outer edge of the field and try to make it all the way into the central stadium. As you can see, the titular crown awaits them there. The first team to take hold of it claims victory! Naturally, more than just the forces of nature will be standing in their way. Dashing straight through the shortest path to the stadium is permitted. Obstructing other teams is also fair game. Of all the festival events, this one is by far the most brutal, and that means it's gonna be a battle royale!
This will test their efficiency and their adaptability. This event is a practical demonstration designed with dungeon raids in mind. The scouts will be followed along most.
These brilliant students engage in high-level, no-holds-barred battles. I shouldn't say this too loudly, but in the unofficial secret gambling halls, Squad 12 led by Wignall Lindor and Squad 9 led by Julius Reinberg are the favorites to win this thing. In case you're curious, I put my money on Wignall, and I am all in!
Come again.
And now, bias. Noteworthy pretender for the win is the no talent.
That loser must be insane to enter the crown attack without any magic.
Haven't you brought enough shame on the Academy already? Give up, you laggard!
All squads in the Badlands Zone, on your marks.
Sir!
Dissipate! How many times have I warned you not to enter the festival?
Plenty of times. And I'm sorry. Even if it seems stupid, this is one fight I want to win.
Will, hey!
Wait up!
The wait is finally over! Now the moment we've all been waiting for! Let the hotly anticipated crown attack event begin! Is that thing up ahead a stone circle?
No.
Straight off, our challengers are staring down the golem thicket. A wall of golems has emerged in this truly impressive obstacle. Will they manage to break through? Wait, what's this? Will from Squad 6 is charging forward.
The suicide attack.
Either way, it won't actually work.
Well, here. Droplets of earth. Shield here. Land of iron. Blue water speak. Gauntlet!
This is what I was afraid of.
No, he can't cast spells. He can.
I saw it all! I just can't believe my eyes! This is real, folks! The first one who made it through is the book learner, Will Surfor!
I'd rather have died in that cave and be saved by him. So I worked like a man possessed, giving it my all. I built up every ounce of strength I could. And still, what kind of backwards world is this?
way to seizing the crown of Crown Attack, but anything can happen, and the Badlands might see our first place team meet with a bad end!
Dead ahead, see him?
Take it away!
One ring, tombstones of conquered swords. Large seek, Ardira!
And then suddenly the Badlands are the not-so-Badlands! They are furiously fast! I want to know what this team had for breakfast this morning!
The lager is actually good. I would say Colette's magic is doing all the work. It's clear as day.
Partly, but it's him too.
He's so quick to be sure. Knowledge and experience have purged him of most inefficient habits. His sharp reflexes guide his every motion.
Squad 6 is holding tight to their lead!
Damn, we're lagging behind.
The quicker each team goes, the quicker they trigger the traps, and this year's race is as brutal as ever! But Will Surfboard Squad is merciless in their own right. Does the no talent showing no mercy have what it takes to snap the crowd?
Hey, status update. Well, from what we can see with our search spell, the loser squad's somehow winning. Which sucks if it's true. If they keep up their pace, they might actually beat us. Don't worry about a thing. Just leave it to me.
Squad 6 has reached the final hurdle, the Enchanted Woods!
She got several traps. If they all go off, they'll cancel each other out.
And Will remains unscathed! Let's hear Professor Edwards' thoughts. Tell us what the twisted mind behind that nasty dark magic minefield of misery has to say. Clicking your tongue at me is your only response?
More likely it is we'll encounter other squads. The Sea of Trees is where the real fight begins. We'll use the cover to our advantage and set up an ambush. We'll be sure to give Julius a warm welcome. Yeah.
What? Impossible! He managed to get here first?
No way. He beat our magic hit and run strategy? But is he alone? Or did his teammates keep up with him and they're just hiding somewhere? Stop panicking and change gears. I'll confront him head on. Oh, embers. Remnants of the dead city.
Scion?
I bid thee, recall the memory of that fiery torment. I bid thee, remember the blaze that danced upon the earth, and incinerate them! Inflame! Burn Delion!
Dang, that shockwave came from nowhere!
What just happened? Did that attack get me?
your game long enough. But now I demand what's due. It costs one battle with the freak. Has he... Everything about you is an offense to the ears and eyes! I don't need a reason to trust you!
What's going on? This isn't right! Julius!
Colette! We don't have to do this, Zion! There's a much better place and time! Grab your sword, laggard, and be quick about it. The sea of trees. When you're in my way, you burn.
I think he cast that spell at Julius through will on purpose! What in the world are you doing?
I demand what's due. It costs one battle with the freak. Has he been planning this? Right here and now? Do you want to fight me? Why? Everything about you is an offense to the ears and eyes! I don't need a reason!
Julius, but how? How did he survive that blast?
I fell. Colette! Much better place and time! Grab your sword, laggard, and be quick about it. He was pathetic from the very beginning. Downright sad and hurt to watch. So, I thought I'd make it less painful for everyone.
Scion? Hey, I'll let you be one of my underlings. That way you won't feel so miserable all the... Hey! Don't walk off and ignore me!
Leave me alone.
But to him, we were the invisible ones, not even blotting the scenery. Since that day, I vehemently despised him. Let's here! Entangle! Fire the flame! Fire! Obey me! Oh, Ignis rocks! Is your only concern survival? You jumpy bug! Here I am, so attack! I can't! Attack me! Last thing I'm going to get do this with you right now! Shove your promises! If you won't raise your blade, I'll burn you to cinders! Is he really gonna force me to fight?
No way! This is such a plot twist, folks! 1 minute, Squad 6 was on track to take the crown. The next, Scion turns his one against Will in an explosive fill us in.
Whatever the reason might be, fighting one's teammates is foolish. Given the crown attacks founded on fellowship, it's fair to assume they'll be docked several points by all the Tower Scouts bearing witness. What a terribly deplorable and wretched turn of events.
Yes, and up till this outburst, he's been advancing brilliantly in all subjects.
Seems he's just a troublemaker. Shame, since he's fourth in his class with the credits he's accumulated. Grades can eclipse his actions, though.
What is Scion doing?
Never seen teammates fight each other.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of worried, too. Your name's Iris, right?
Yep. Iris Churchill, the girl who gets along with any soul alive. And your name's Frosty. Though it's been a while, huh? So, may I sit here or not? I've been standing this whole time.
Go ahead.
Thank you! Come on, Will! Show him what real fire—
Didn't picture you cheering for someone in particular.
I heard about Will from someone else first, but words are words, and I wasn't exactly entranced. Then I had the absolute delight of crossing paths with him. Now I get the hype because I'm obsessed too. It is being turned too.
Oh, I'm aware. I mean, Will is the one I love most in the world.
Love's quite the heavy burden, huh?
Well, I have to love my roomie, you know. Speaking of Will's fans, looks like Miss Coletta's taking the stage.
You're going to run? No, that won't do. At least not for the Earth Princess.
Don't you dare call me that! Not unless you want me to come beat your face in! Well, give it a rest, will you? He's setting off the traps.
Wait. Those are all different zones. Yeah, they are. But then, why are there so many Juliuses?
Is that who I think it is? Where'd he come from?
Right. Good memory, Wonder Elf. Though I'm sure my new technique will end this war quickly. Are you? Before I'm thoroughly routed, let me return your gauntlet.
Trouble of seeking you out and coming here.
To show off his skill, like he said. Who'd have thought he'd have such a trick up his sleeve, though? This came from a magia vendor.
I am admittedly all kinds of confused as of now, but there's one thing I know for sure, folks. Squad 12 shut Julius down.
Well, Philvis, what do you make of our kinsman at the academy?
Average. He neither exceeds nor fails my expectations.
That's rather harsh.
No, this atmosphere is harsh. I wish to leave here at once. Festivals are where introverts go to die, and I'm no exception. I'm dying.
Tough luck. This festival was never for you. It's for the people. You think the winner will come down to Julius and Wignall? Or not?
My money would have been on Squad 6 if Scion hadn't gone all psycho. I'm not about to cheer for the no talent to win, but has a teammate ever attacked their own? I know that he hates the laggard more than anything, but pulling a stunt like this at the Grand Map angry at Will all the time.
You know, I've thought that too, and I think I understand.
Yeah?
I won't say I agree with what he's doing, and trying to get Will kicked out of school may have been crossing the line. But I'm sure Scion has his reasons.
Why disrupt my work? I just mind my own business. And I know better than anyone what a failure I am. I won't ask for acceptance. I'd never be so selfish. So please, please. I don't have the time. I can't afford distractions. I've got to climb the tower. Alfie's waiting.
Ignite and howl, soar in rage. These skies belong to thy
my name, so hear me!
Guardian Falcon made of flames?
Fly!
A direct attack. If I can clip its wings,
Scion will be wide open!
It healed so fast. Guardians are mainly used to defend mages while they cast spells, but Scion's using it to attack from all sides.
What an astounding spell. No student would be expected to execute it. Iflame Berdelion. Summoning a guardian with that spell was impressive. To think he already has such precise magic control. What all do we know of him?
Well, that science reports he has potential, but he ultimately falls behind his peers, Liana, Wignall, and Julius.
So he's even more motivated to break through then? You can never tell with students, and this is why. What seems like a freshly hatched chick will suddenly transform into a hawk. Gotta love the Grand Magic Festival.
Scion, you've gotten tougher.
Is that everything you've got, laggard? Back when you slayed the evil sentinel, you were way better than this sorry display! I have no valid reason to fight! You can't be serious! I was your bully 4 years straight! I always mocked and degraded you! After all of that, you're telling me you don't hate my guts! I do hate your guts! You make me furious! I've lost count of all the times I've not given you what you deserve! You want to fight Julius! You're an eyesore so aggravating it makes me want to pluck out my own eyes! I'm forced to watch you persevere despite your incompetence, and it's maddening! Yet when I'm right in front of you, you can't even spare me so much as a glance! Who are you to neglect greatness? Look at me, damn it!
Scion, that's really how you see me.
I couldn't care less about what's going on with Julius! This fight is the only one you should focus on, so you utter another word about Iceborne, you're dead meat!
I didn't ask for acceptance. I could never be so selfish.
So if he's saying he acknowledges me as a rival, I'm gonna meet his challenge with everything I've got! Finally got your attention, laggard, after only 4 years. Oh! Stones of the sky! Outress's unbending will! Don me the storm! Sing Calamity's song! Rain down!
I'll have to watch the timing of his magic attack and go for a counter.
Altrud, fly forth! Drago's Knoll!
Light skill destruction magic and a guardian strike? 2 in 1? It's flying the same path, and I see it! No! Instead of defending, he charged straight in and sliced through my guardian's core.
I'm not done!
Stop this right!
Colette? If you're here, then what happened to Julius?
I turned his icy butt to powder, then poof, he just disappeared.
Disappeared?
Colette, have you seen yourself? It's indecent for any unmarried girl to expose her!
Their clothes as a result of your idiocy! We'll go on ahead. You've got a score to settle with Julius. You'll catch up quicker at your own pace.
No, we aren't finished, Colette. No one is getting in my way of...
The only one getting in the way right now is you! Will was trying to impress the Tower Scouts and you blew it!
Hey! Wait!
Sorry to disappoint you, but the next time we fight will be for real.
But I said... Come back here and fight me, laggard! Fight me! We're moments away. What? Which team will be the very first to appear? It's Squad 9! Well,
charging through the gates, meaning that the crown and all the glory is as good as... It's Will Surfort!
He's here.
I challenge you, Julius.
Hello, Lady Alfaria. Do you have a moment?
I hate it when you do that, Sarissa.
Well then, you might try applying yourself as a Magia vendor, instead of just sleeping and watching the world below. You barely masquerade as a saint, frivolous girl.
Is there something I can help you with?
I need you to look over these Indeed, they are most impressive this year. Among them is someone we consider the Ice Faction's best candidate, Julius Reinberg. He's causing quite a stir at the Grand Magic Festival. He may very well be your successor, so take heed.
I see. Everything reported here does appear rather promising.
The crown attack is about to reach its thrilling climax! Whosoever takes the crown from the altar will reign victorious! At this very moment, Squad 9 and Will from Squad 6 are squaring up for a fierce brawl!
I'm pleased you made it this far, you tragic laggard. I've been lost an audience. It would have been a much more unsatisfying end.
I wouldn't miss this for the world. You will apologize to Mr. Donon and the others. Losing's not an option for me.
Big talk for a lowly no-talent. Just a scrawny mouse who scurried his way into a hungry cat's claws.
A smokescreen. And I sense his magic. Is he about to launch a sneak attack? No. They're moving. I can feel it. Those three are attempting to surround me. Their attacks reveal their locations. A second shot, and a third.
It's all three of their spells. Now I know their positions. It's over! A fourth shot! You're over here. That spell! No way! There are 4 Juliuses? No, 5!
Illusion magic. Wait, could it be?
My copies are known to go boom. Ice explosion.
Wow! One of the Julius copies just blew up and left a frozen solid Will in its wake!
What happened? What even are those things?
Vectrid arts. Those discovered by the peerless Alfaria. Elblaze Frost.
Alfaria's grand masterpiece comprises those 12 spells. The term serial magic was coined to describe them.
I don't understand how it's possible that he used one of the 12 spells.
L1, Ars Vice. A spell that can conjure frigid cop.
Can't you see? It's pure talent, nothing more or less. I learned this secret art through independent study alone. And though only in part, I've reached the heights of a Magia Vander. Albusvina is... Wait, laggard. One day I'll expose her to the world for the fraud she is.
Take it back!
My double, don't just stand there unless you want his copies to get you.
Behold.
What now? Why have they stopped attacking?
I can even craft a cage for the little mouse. Almost trapped. As a lowly beast becomes more and more frenzied, it becomes easier to hunt.
without a single step. That is the ultimate goal for a true mage. Julius Reinberg, your 10,000 plus credits were...
Are you impressed, my esteemed scouts? As you witnessed, with Albusvina's secret art, my ice magic is indomitable. I will prove beyond a doubt that I, Julius Reinberg, am Elfaria's heir apparent. You Lady Alfar?
To give the scouts a show, he used Will, who's as quick and agile as a monster. Quite the tactician. But...
if he loses now, he'll look pretty pathetic, won't he?
No way! It can't be!
Thanks, Julius. Really. That spell really helped me cool off before I beat you. It's a bad habit of mine when it comes to Elfie. I tend to get hot-headed.
What are you rambling on about? This time I'll humiliate you for all to see!
No, our spice has some major room for improvement.
He deftly hit himself with the volley, and right as he disappeared from their sight, he...
Will turned the tables and took out 2 members of Squad 9! Whoa! And the hits keep coming!
The clones fell apart. Did Zergord even touch them? Didn't look like it.
You are controlling your doubles with your teammates' support. You're nowhere close to being as good as she is.
Shut up!
Julius Reinberg. I see. Everything reported here does appear rather promising. So perhaps he will be next in line. It's anyone's guess now. But that being said, what I yearn to have at my side is a lone sword.
Our spice has to be actively controlled. Hence you relied on your teammates to help you keep your clones going. Simply put, you have not mastered our spice.
Suddenly such a know-it-all. When you can't cast any magic! Let's see how crazy you are when I freeze your mouth shut! I can barely manage 4 clones at one time. And without my teammates' power, I'm on the defensive. But he has no way of knowing who's real and who's not. My doubles are all as beautiful as me, perfectly proportioned, equally stunning with captivating handsomeness. No one can tell us apart. So, was that a lucky guess or a planned attack?
The internal temperature of our spice. Other magic can make it go even lower. Since you were in complete control, cold was leaking out of your clones. And just like with Frostwalkers, ice crystals form at their feet.
What? Why does a wannabe like you know more about that spell? You couldn't cast it even in your wildest dream!
Alfaria's my childhood friend. We were orphaned and raised at the same orphanage. Because of that, I know her magic very well. I admired it. I studied it. But I could never catch up.
Which is fine, Will. All of our memories together, and your own hard work. Don't worry, it wasn't all for nothing.
That's why, Julius. My whole life, I've known all the strengths and weaknesses of Elfie's magic.
Oh, you're just trash! You won't ever best
is genius!
Julius, you really are incredible. No mage has been able to reproduce Elfie's magic till now. However, the Ars Vice spell is something Elfie invented when she was 2. A toddler's magic will of course have its faults, yet you brag and flaunt your prowess, like an emperor with no clothes.
Am I that deluded? Only 2. A tiny baby. I was elated when I grasped this spell. But it's child's play. You have got to be kidding me!
It's heating up! Or should I say...
If you thought 4 was pushing my limits, you thought wrong! Insanely wrong! Control be damned! I'll use sheer numbers to pound you into the ground. And this time, you will lose!
Sorry, Julius, but here's the thing.
Classic! Slap him dead in his tracks!
Since you two were preoccupied with your duel, we helped ourselves to this.
Nevertheless, our winner is Squad 12, led by Wignall! Thank you, Wonder Elf!
They're all cheering. Seems the crown attack has ended. So sorry, but I'm afraid not.
What about memory erasing spells?
Perhaps amongst the forbidden arts. But I would never allow it, so...
Here's Miss Infection, Will! It's not that I was trying to turn it! I just wanted you to myself! So I can keep playing together with you!
Even the great Julius fell to the laggard. I swear to Mercedes Countless, I'm going to defeat you someday.
Will!
They got the crown. But at least I kept my promise.
I don't want to see an empty head. Cheers! Never been more proud of you, son.
Those boys didn't know what hit him. Way to show him who's boss.
I can't thank you enough for looking after Will.
I'm here too, you know. Keep
your thanks. We didn't do squat, Professor.
Any news, Will? Tower folk ought to be clamoring to snatch you up.
If only that were the case. On top of losing the crown, our team also lost marks on cooperation. Why? All because Scion had to double-cross.
Kinda, but he
As if I'd mingle with you, laggard.
passed.
Hothead's missing out. Our boy won his duel. We got our apology. Everyone wins. Just about.
Why am I forced to work myself to the bone?
Words aren't enough. The Dwarven way is to repay a person through action. Get those dishes done and these beans out.
Yes, ma'am. All this on top of the fact that I wasn't scouted because I lost to that no talent.
Working hard or hardly working?
Poetic justice.
My goodness.
Something on your mind, Professor Werkner? If it's the party, I thought it was a nice idea.
During the festival and the show he put on. How will he handle himself after tomorrow?
I assume everyone will treat him better now that they realize what he's capable of.
If only this world were that perfect. I suppose time will tell.
You formed a party yet?
Yeah, only in my dreams. That dungeon crawl would be a cakewalk with the top 3 on my team.
Hey, listen up, laggard. If you're pulling for an easy win, join up with us. You weren't too bad a fighter at the Grand Magic.
I know. We planned on inviting the book learner way before you guys cut in.
Buzz off, Emma. We were first.
Outstanding job at the Grand Festival. I'm dying to share notes with my partner.
Excuse me. Don't just rope him in like that. Besides, he's my partner. Emma, you tried to find this way.
One look at Will's potential, and suddenly the entire student body is his fan club. Did you know this would happen, Professor Werkner? Shame on you! Shame on every single one of you for crawling back to Will after the way.
What I am.
Freaking out! People actually want me on their team! Does this mean people are going to invite me to parties too?
Oh dear. He's so starved for attention he'll take anything. Oh, you've got some nerve preaching to us, considering you're the one who's been keeping him all to yourself this whole time, Colette. Listen, we're going to the dungeon together. Of course you can have first, but I have very important plans together tomorrow. The two of us are going shopping. I can't believe I blurted that out in front of everyone. Is Lager going on a...
Heard you scored a date. Nice.
Oh, stop it, Rose. Not funny.
All jokes aside, hon, I'm time together. There's no harm in putting your best foot forward, is there?
Yeah, that's true. Besides, I have to be at the top of my game if I want to support Will.
Atta girl. Wear something cute and you can flip those rumors into reality for sure.
Staying up this late could only mean you're shopping?
Yep, even though I sort of feel like I was peer pressured into it.
Best stock up for the upcoming Praxis. Equipment and magical items won't hurt.
Gearing up for the Praxis doesn't sound like a bad idea, though.
Anyone from class coming along?
Not really.
So just you and Miss Colette, huh?
Yeah, from the...
Keep it together. This is definitely not a date. Who am I kidding? Even if it's delusional, I'm calling it a date. It may not be yet.
Colette?
No, not at all, Will.
Thought I'd leave home early. Didn't expect you to beat me here.
Surprise! Guess we both got early starts. Do I look weird?
Nah, I think the outfit and hairstyle really...
I just threw this together.
Hey! Sorry I'm late. Had something come up. Happy to see the gang's all here bright and early.
Do we know you?
Haven't been properly introduced yet. It's lovely to make your acquaintance, Miss Colette.
Can someone fill me in on what's going on?
He insisted on tagging along with us, so I thought, well, why not?
After all, when it comes to shopping, the more the merrier, they say. But enough of that. Let's get a move on.
Wait!
There's lots you want to buy, right?
Why are two dear friends and roommates getting all handsy in public? What's going on here? Is this the...
Let me fix that for you.
Thanks.
Tell me who Rusty is right now! You two are glued together at the hip! It's downright suspicious if you ask me! Be honest, are you really just roommates? Like, have you seen a prettier face? Are you lying about him even being a boy?
Slow down, let's not jump to conclusions. I don't completely follow, but trust me when I say Rosty's a guy. He's got the proof on him. I mean, sure, he's a little on the affectionate side, but he's been that way since the first day we met.
As long as you're happy, Will.
Here. Thought you two might be feeling thirsty.
Thanks. Wait, what about yours, Rusty?
You're holding it. Could really use a sip right now. Will, your sword needs maintenance, right? You should do that.
But...
The dwarves probably wouldn't appreciate a couple of mages just showing up randomly. Best if you go on ahead.
Yeah, sure, that makes sense. I'll catch up with you two later then.
I'd rather just flat out ask, okay? So do you like Will as more than a friend, or am I just imagining things?
Oh, you aren't imagining. You're talking to the one who loves Will more than anyone out there. And Will loves me more than he does you, Miss Colette.
The nerve! Newsflash, but up until about 4 short years ago, Will and I used to hug non-stop. And let's leave it at that.
I'm aware of Will's hugging game.
But I'm helping, though. It was too incredible to describe.
Well, we have a nice friendly bath together every night.
And what exactly does a friendly bath between two friendly boys consist of?
Since you're so good at imagining things, I'll let you answer that.
Both Colette and...
Hello, Will, Sir Fort.
No way. Liana? Liana Owen's house, dubbed Miss Perfect for gaining every credit in writing, spell work, and praxis, and held so highly that she's basically my complete opposite. Do you need something from me, or...
A moment of your... It's the final term of our final year. This leaves one thing, the all-student praxis exam.
Seriously? Why'd you invite that good-for-nothing here?
Good question, but let me guess. You want me to put him on ice for you and serve him cold?
Sadie's coolest name, did she invite me here?
So is that a no?
She's coolest! She always like this, jerk! Don't just ignore me!
Gloria. Who would have thought mages would...
Illusion magic. Exclusive to elves and allows them to conjure all kinds of phantasms.
Before we jump ship, what say we hear Liana out?
It's as I said to start with. I'd like you to form a party with me. We'd have the 4 top mages of our year, and the boy who stood out so prominently at the festival in the dungeon. At least that's the way I see it.
I question your judgment, Liana. He can't even cast a search spell, so the only thing he'll prove is holding us back. His curious acrobatics may have dazzled you, but trash is still trash.
I'd rather not repeat the mistake of being in any sort of party with him.
I hear only shallow pride and down on somebody who beat you while he was playing fair and square? How petty can you be?
Come again?
His strength is equal to a dwarf's, and he's as agile as any monster. And though there isn't a hint of refinement to it, his sword was able to best both of your wands. It's as simple as that. You're one to talk of losers when you trail behind Liana in terms of credits. So if she sees something in the no talent, I'm inclined to respect her selection too. Unlike you two children.
I want to be unmatched when I ascend the tower, and you four are going to help me get there. That's it. To improve my own current standing and seek even greater renown.
You're guaranteed to advance if they see promise in you. Why give the extra push?
To be candid with you, those who remain at the school are leftovers. As of now, we're inferior.
Inferior?
I am an Owen's house. In general, we die young. If I am to prevent my family's ruin, it's not enough to simply ascend the tower. What I must do is become a Magiavander. Though we're all different, one trait I believe we share is our ambition. If you see the slightest shred of merit in my proposal, find the coin beside you and place it in this cup to signify it.
In battle. To someone looking to gain more school credits, it's essentially coercion, right?
Is everything okay?
Talk to us.
Colette. Rossi.
I joined a party today, led by Liana Owen's house.
Friendly reminder, class. The all-student praxis will be taking place in 10 days. For a limited time, floors 7 through 10 will be unlocked and accessible, meaning you can fight over 5 enemies and other high-credit monsters. Noting floor keepers will net you a particularly tidy sum of points. This is your opportunity to make up for lost credits or show your mettle and get that much closer to the tower. In theory, it's possible to earn all of your praxis credits through this exam.
Of course, some of you will die. 4 students were eaten by monsters last year alone. We cast aside recklessness and foolhardy valor. What's being asked of you is not blind admiration for the Magiavander. It's the good sense to know you're not special.
I don't recall asking you to join our group, Colette, yet somehow here you are.
Since you invited the artificing tracker stuck at base camp. Though I'd like to, I can't go with you.
Don't feel bad. You contributed by making a bag full of awesome magical items.
Take care out there.
Always do.
It's time. Welcome to the all-student praxis, or field intensive. You have 1 week.
Camps set up on each floor. It is important to check their locations on the maps you received. At the exam's conclusion, or should you retire, move to a safe area. We professors will be on standby.
With that, let the all-student praxis begin.
That rat bastard. Go get the goods, he says. You'll be alone. Then set me here with all these kids having a festival of theirs.
Fine.
Next time on Wisteria Wand and Sword, Episode 9, Praxis begins.
The Academy has set a date for this year's all-student praxis. Lord, carry it.
No need to...
Lightning is self-indulgent. The elves are arrogant, and ice is indolent. There is no one more suited to fill that seat than you, the Flame Emperor's wand, Incendia Barum.
I take it our Light Sovereign has not yet returned to us, then?
Still on campaign, I'm afraid.
With that, let the all-student praxis begin.
Right.
achieve results and make my way to see Elf.
Wait, no, I'm counting on you.
Huh? Melvin! Well, shall we?
How's your face, Will?
I'm fine. That's a crimson ant! Where did that swarm even come from? Mages are weak. We have Liana Owen's house. Her family has quite the reputation. Or didn't you know that?
Quicker, O lightning strike, and accompany my mission. Owen, seek.
Enchantment. That's making her unique among mages.
Competing for credits would be way too much hassle. We have to stay ahead of the other parties. Keep moving.
Do you know what magic is most vital in the dungeon, Will? Attack magic, a common spell that detects enemies and abnormalities. It's indispensable while traversing a monster den, the basis of all basics.
You're in the way, dead weight! Am I too slow? No, their search spells just like them before I can intercept any. Or maybe not. Zephyr's Claw. He got them all with one spell. You're more of a burden than I expected. Not even a halfway decent shield. Disappointing. Now I won't
shield yet. Once we encounter an over 5 enemy, his true strength will be revealed. Probably. It's fine if he's a burden for now. Probably. He is strong. Probably.
I told you, didn't I? A dimwit who can't even use search will only hold our group back.
Fall this way. Their wands serve as a record. The Academy can check the number of targets they've killed and award them credits accordingly.
Wait a second. We haven't finished collecting the drops.
There's really no point in hauling drops of such little value, is there?
Sorry, I'm good to go.
But me, with no way to absorb traces of magic.
Now that you're with us, try to be less embarrassing, laggard.
Don't let them get to you, Will.
I knew it'd be like this from the start. But in one way or another, I'm gonna be helpful to our whole team. Easy enough to say.
They don't leave room for me to contribute at all. I'm nothing more than their stupid pack animal.
It's already been one full day since the praxis exam began. I'd like to take a short rest pretty soon.
In a place like this, I'm not asking for a first-rate inn, but it would be nice to feel safe enough to actually relax.
Perhaps a fortress...
A technique this incredible has got to be elven illusion magic.
Yeah, seems like it. The flames themselves are illusory. But the monsters are still wary of the sight, so they'll keep their distance. There, you see?
Sir Fort, distribute the rations I gave you if you would.
Oh, sure.
Got yours too, Wignall.
That's close enough. You can just leave it on the ground.
What?
Only those we elves deem worthy may touch us. I would hate to make contact by accident.
Why would you even say something like that? We're in the same party now.
And that changes nothing. You're all mages and I'm an elf. No use arguing. The sole person in this party I deem...
No!
It's fine. Elven culture differs from ours. It doesn't offend me. Like dwarves, elves come from an entirely different world. But unlike dwarves, they're gifted magic users, and therefore highly revered. They can be pretty insufferable about how superior they are, but their talents do often surpass none other than the Elven Queen.
Let's take this time to review the plan. Our priority target is the Luminous Nabarus, which is worth 110 credits. It's the only one of its kind, and it serves as the floor keeper.
And that thing is why. It is without a doubt the final boss of the student praxis.
It's also my whole purpose in building this team, to finally slay the 10th floor's keeper. We have the skills to fell a 110 credit monster, and the tower will soon acknowledge that.
This ship has left the port. I won't abandon it now. But are we just going to ignore...
We're in top form when we face the Nabarus. The rest can wait. If there are no objections, we'll take the shortest route to the 10th floor.
All I've managed today is a measly 5 credits. That's not good enough. Slaying a floorkeeper, though. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared. But I'm doing it, Elfie.
What are you up to, Headless? Did you go and slaughter the guys upstairs?
I was getting sick of him.
So?
So, I gave him a taste of hell.
Which direction I look, I see a monster torn to shreds. Another party's work, perhaps?
No, that isn't possible. We took the fastest route and even skipped the base camps. There's no feasible way any students beat us here, like the elf said.
Hey, Will, what are you doing? What's wrong?
Zero evidence.
In reach. Brace yourselves.
The dungeon is so quiet it feels fake. Don't tell me.
Its magic has yet to fully dissipate.
It was killed just moments ago.
Who walks up and slaughters a floorkeeper? That's exactly what I'd like to know.
Surge is an all-purpose spell, but it is not all-powerful. It has a hard time detecting clever traps, and any mage that's worth their salt can use hide to cloak themselves from it. As a matter of fact, there's a type of monster capable...
Heads up! There!
What's going on?
A crimson flame, I say!
Here he goes,
What's causing this quake? I'm sorry. Your arm. The 11th floor? You were there. You saw that thing crush the ground in what's after 10? Impossible. You can't be serious. That means we're in tower territory. Only high mages are allowed to set foot in this place. It's a death trap.
The nightmare's maw. Filled a hell pit as vast as it is complex.
Liana, you're bleeding!
It's not serious. A rock grazed my head during the collapse. I'm more concerned that we seem to have lost the rest of our party. Getting separated on this floor could prove fatal. If we don't find a way to reunite with the others quickly, the dungeon is going to eat us alive. All...
Living in obscurity at a school for mere mages.
You can't even produce adequate illusions.
Have you any shame?
You are a useless arm of a useless boy.
Eleanor!
You won't need that.
Where am I?
I'm glad you're awake.
This monster. He slayed it. I told you, I'm an elf. Keep your useless hands off.
Even if it means you hate me for life, and perhaps kill me one day, I still can't leave you like this. So please, let me treat your arm.
Give me the supplies and I'll treat myself. Hand them over.
Nearly all of our gear. I have a total of 3 sub-weapons, including Rosty's magic items, and we've both got food and water. The others should have rations too, which gives us 2 days. No, with the extreme conditions of the 11th floor, it's more likely 1. 24 hours. Let's focus on finding our party. Think you'd be up for walking around this maze? Or no?
When you are stranded in the dungeon, the best practice is to stay put and await rescue.
If we wait, I promise you we'll die. I may not know much of anything, but I do know that. Besides, that monster prowling on floor 10, and he rescued
Off me!
There was a stampede. The base camp was leveled by a horde of rampaging monsters.
Where's Bruno? And the other faculty?
They've been killed. Something twisted their heads wide. And I've yet to hear from the floors below. But if I were a betting woman, I'd wager they've fallen into similar chaos.
Not only was there a monster stampede, professors were beheaded. That can't be a coincidence. And if it's some sick scheme, who's orchestrating it?
Werkner, consider the praxis cancelled.
Right.
Must you if you cast too much. Save it for when we get a little farther.
Shut up! Would you rather be ambushed again like before? This is floor 11. There's no telling what could happen. This is not the place to be acting so cavalier!
Search is only effective over area, not time. The range varies, but it should be 140 mil at the smallest. My stride is rough. You and I detect different things. It's much more efficient to divide the work up. Leave all the nearby monsters to me and Kiki. We'll locate and take out any that your search can't catch. You stay vigilant against threats in the distance. The last thing we need is to encounter another big swarm. Right now, it isn't ambushes that we need to worry about. It's keeping
under such dire circumstances.
I'm just used to places like this. Since I want to ascend the tower, I have to take credits by force. When it comes to the dungeon, there's nothing I haven't really studied or tried before. I'm not exactly proud of it, but I've been stranded on different floors over 100 times. But that experience taught me how to deal with this a little bit. Ready? Demon spirits, Gergesa. I can sense more in the other passageways. Our only choice is to fight.
Here's true arrowhead, Paradise Lana!
How can he move like that? How can he fight against those odds when this strong? In comparison to him, I'm just... No. I can't counter in time, so I'll hide myself and regroup.
Ardrea! No, wait! Illusions won't work! No!
You alright? Gergesas don't have eyes, but they have a keen
I truly am a disgrace.
Just shake it off. You're supremely talented, and no one could possibly deny that.
But you're wrong. So very wrong. I'm not talented. Obey me.
Aluria! Come, Ardrea! Please don't abandon me here! Eleanor!
It's out of reach. To get there, I'll need more. But I can't seem to let go. I don't want to give up. Eleanor. Oh. I'm a dreg. Among elves, I'm considered a laggard. And it's just me. I'm the only one still here at the Academy after 6 years. The other elves, without exception, have all ascended the tower. You have no talent. You're a disgrace to our people. My kin have slung Evith Illusion's physical form, as you saw the elves do at the festival. While mine produces immaterial phantasms, all show and no substance. And you can't vanquish enemies with smoke and mirrors.
But everyone in the school talks about how great you are. You're in the top 3.
Liana said it best. Those who remain at the academy are leftover.
Or gifted enough to create a spell of their own design. Those who prove themselves worthy will ascend the tower regardless of any graduation requirements. For the past 6 years, I've watched as the ones with real talent left me behind. We truly are the leftovers. No one wants us.
Anybody who's good enough to be called Miss Perfect is definitely not
fish in one little pond. We aren't what excellence looks like. I know, because I saw a girl my own age rise to Magie Evander status our first year. She's a genius.
The hallowed Ice Maiden, Elfaria Albus Serfort.
Ever since then, perhaps part of me.
I first learned how soul-crushing it is to be lesser than the favored sibling growing up back in my homeland.
Your sibling?
Yes, the pride of my people, the elves' exalted queen.
Does he mean the Alif Conan, Eleanor Leosov?
I grew up holding a deep fondness for her, toward her. But I was wrong. Once she became a Magia vendor, I worked as hard as I could in hopes of reaching her one day. But I'm still the same laggard. I scorned you mages, desperate to hide my own inadequacies, while I
understand perfectly now. I always felt like we had something in common. I just didn't know why.
What are you talking about? You can spare me your sympathy. I'm no more than a hindrance to you. Just leave me and carry on.
That I won't do. You have my word. Don't be so down on yourself. You're an amazing elf, aren't I? I'll act as your protector.
I understand why you don't feel good enough when it comes to the tower. But with that said, I also know of a boy who keeps striving for more, while people poke fun at his lack of skill. If he heard you torturing yourself over feeling inadequate, he'd laugh and say you're wonderful.
We've encountered nothing but over 5 enemies. This floor really is leagues worse than the previous ones. And yet, he's cutting through them like they're made of paper. One fight right after the other. Where does this unending stamina come from?
How are you holding up, Wignall?
You ran yourself ragged from protecting me. Why? Why do you not forsake me as my kin have? What is it?
I heard a strange noise.
My search isn't detecting anything.
No, it wouldn't. The dungeon's giving birth to monsters.
Fiery creatures. Trouble. Taurus Navalde! You were saying?
They're Volcars. Notorious 11th floor monster worth 11 credits. Their flaming bodies make them impervious to physical attacks. And they're highly resistant to magic, too. Yeah, but there is one thing that works. Elven illusion magic. Behind us is a dead end. So we have to fight. This is one battle that I can't win on my own, though. So please, lend me your strength.
No, I'm not good enough. I could try, but then I know I'll get it wrong.
It's okay to get it wrong. It's okay to make mistakes. In fact, we should make them. We aren't prodigies by any means.
That'll mean life or death for you, though.
I won't die.
You should know, since you and I share the same dream. I'm going to the tower where Elfie's waiting for me. So until then, I won't be dying, mark my words. I always felt like we had something in common. I just didn't know why. Don't be so down on yourself. You're an amazing elf.
So very different. His sword really is ineffective. I have to help. Come on. Didn't work. I knew it. My miserable blunder is going to get him killed.
Wickle! You've got this! Don't give up! All that effort you put in till now hasn't been for nothing! I believe in you!
You believe in me. My own race cast me aside, but you have that much faith in me?
What are you doing? You perpetual embarrassment.
Rest. Be more mindful. True. I'm done trying to outrun them. End my pain. Someone believes in me, and I'm not about to betray that trust. I'm not about to give up on her and the dream I've been fighting for. Now, come! Grow! You did it.
You actually did it!
I ask that you accept an apology for my prior rudeness, Will Surfort. I realized the contempt I held was misplaced. Now I see you're a warrior worthy of my respect.
Look at this. But here goes. All this time, I've always respected you as well.
What are you up to now?
I'm using the Seeker's map that Rossi made. Via the blood of its user, it creates a map automatically.
So we've been wandering around with a goal, not at random.
Right. Everyone, please be alright.
If you have any water, I could use some.
It's a precious resource we can't waste every time we get a little parched. But if you're really that thirsty, just melt yourself a drink with your wondrous ice magic.
You know I can't do that! Glass of water! He's coming from the guy who just summons fire, which doesn't help at all!
That blasted Scion. So cocky simply because his magic's improved. We couldn't be more incompatible. Yet we share in the indignity of being beaten by that no-talent. We're close. There was no sign of him.
Thought we just learned this lesson on the 10th floor. Demons can slip by search.
Evil sentinels. I know we're in the Nightmare's Maw, but it's like there's been some mass outbreak for so many to...
Hey, make some clones. Controlling them won't be necessary if they're only serving as fodder.
Maybe it hasn't occurred to you, but there's no way we stand a chance against those sentinels. We need to run.
This is his fault. After all, because of him, I've tasted the most bitter humiliation of my life.
I'll burn you to death! What are evil sentinels even doing at our base camp? I have no idea!
Tears of blood, blessings of a beheading, the cursed sacred maiden. All students evacuate to the 6th floor. Instructors and guardians lead the way and clear any threats. That's an order.
Yes, sir!
Onward!
A sky racer on a dungeon floor?
Is this real?
Lucky thing the majority haven't made it past the 8th floor yet. Save for one party, of course. The honest group, if our intel is correct, they were on their way to confront the floor keeper. Floor 10 is huge. With a limited number of mazes left, searching it will be a challenge.
I know where they are! So I know for certain. They're on floor 11.
Don't waste time.
Right, I'm coming. Speaking of time, how much has gone by?
You mean since the fall? 16 hours have elapsed since then.
Making it easy to catch our breath. Thanks to Lihana, we've managed to withstand the onslaught. But I can tell she's reaching her limit. At this rate...
I'm sorry this happened, Colette. I let my ambitions get the better of me, and now we're all in mortal danger. It's entirely my fault.
No, it's not!
Well, so you say.
I say it because it's 100% true. And besides, I got what I deserved for tagging along uninvited to begin with.
Thanks. I mean it.
It's all right.
I'm absolutely positive that's a mage. If not two, I'm sensing just around this bend up ahead.
I hope so. Scion!
Magic traces everywhere. Don't tell me he dispatched them all himself.
It wasn't just him! I helped out too! Do you have any idea how many clones I sacrificed? Just what do you take Elvis Venus' secret ice hearts for?
I see you survived like the cockroach you are.
I did. I'm glad to see you're all right too.
Are the ladies of our party not with you?
We haven't seen them since the floor collapse. Figured they'd be with you.
Don't know.
Hold it, don't move. Something doesn't seem right.
Professor Bruno!
How do you do, my lovely young lady?
Floor is under control. So care to explain how these kids found their way down here?
It seems dear Duke failed to finish them off. Perhaps they punched a hole in the floor and fell through.
You act like it's not your problem, though. If you hadn't been playing your stupid games, Headless, maybe our cover wouldn't have been blown.
Come on, Mars, don't be angry.
That's exactly who you are at this instant!
We're just your average villains. We want to destroy
But according to the lore, if the Great Barrier falls, the calamity will descend.
Well, since you're here, won't you give me your heads?
Please.
Bye-bye.
Will you saved us? And the rest of you too? How did you find us here?
We had Kiki's nose in the stones that you left behind. Smart move leaving us a trail, Colette. Those shiny breadcrumbs led straight to you.
Never mind that. Who are your new friends?
His head's gone.
I'll keep both of these guys busy while you all try to make
I like you guys. You give me tingles. Nothing would please me more than...
We've yet to grab the goods, so we best get to it.
Oh, what a shame. Fine, in that case, kill them all. Duke.
Gates, the Mage Queen's transportation spell?
That magic's secret.
It can't be.
worth 270 credits. Evil Grand Duke. Next time on The Story of Wand and Sword, Episode 11.
The 1/1000th rule. It's the tower standard for determining credits at Reargarden Academy. A monster worth 1 credit is considered equivalent to a mage with 1,000 credits.
Worth 270.
So the conversion of a 270 credit monster would equate...
Evil Grand Duke. Guys, move! so powerful! Lihana, fall back! We can still make it out alive!
I'll be right behind you. Hear me. Come, grow. I'll spring hoof.
Quick, dog! Hurry!
Right.
It tore through my illusion magic like paper.
This can't be real. What is that monster anyway?
I've read about it in the library. It's an evil Grand Duke, the apex of evil monsters. They spawn on floor 25.
This is called the Gate.
Did we lose it?
No. They're still searching for us.
Evil guards and sentinels. What luck?
With the Grand Duke commanding them, they won't stop till they find us.
That demon. Hey, are you implying that we're trapped on this cliff? That even if we slay the demons, they'll only bring more? Is our plan just wait to die? Well,
We're exhausted, battered, with no apparent hope of escape. The despair will smother our spirits if we don't act. What do we do?
When a Lord of Baron rank or higher is present, evil-type monsters can form a domain spanning multiple floors. He's the head, so if we cut it off, the body will die soon after. That should open an escape route.
So that means they operate on a hive mind with the Duke as their ruler. If we could break the soldiers' chain of command, a rescue team could reach us.
what's your damn mind? You think the six of us can take that monster with the strength we have now?
With the right plan. But I won't pressure any of you. I can't use magic, as you well know.
Damn right you can't. And who would trust the plan of a blundering little... What?
His wisdom and self-sacrifice have saved my life countless times. He's worthy of my faith.
Fight. They'll just chase us down and corner us if we try to make an escape. That's straight logic, so it isn't like I'm agreeing with the laggard.
First Wigno, then Colette, and Scion too. Lihana, I granted him permission to touch me. You'll trust in an elf-sworn friend, will you not?
And to be our leader. You're the only one whose eyes don't look beaten down by despair. They're actually filled with hope.
Lihana.
I believe in Wigno, and if he believes in you, then I shall leave everything in your hands, Sir Fort. Now, Will, our light, guide the way. Give the order.
So have all of you gone mad? Think a failure strategy isn't bound to fail?
Well taken, Julius. You can't win with my plan alone. You're the key. Please, lend us your power.
Why would I?
I'll teach you a trick to one of Elfie's signature spells.
Cage of frozen earth, shadowed heavens, bring it! Far into eternity, the fleeting moment fades. Lyre of fallen tears, playing a melody of pale ice.
Yes. Elfie's our spice clones can keep an incantation going. Know how when you're casting it's interrupted, spells won't activate? Our spice found a loophole to that. The next clone picks up where the last left off. So say one clone is casting but gets destroyed. Another one can continue without starting over. Our spice
makes it easy, my left foot. That idiot. Does he know how hard it is just to maintain our spice? Do any of them? Foisting this all on me. I am a protector. Brave defender of Narcia's tomb. Everyone, cover Wigno!
Not a scratch. Guess not.
Will said as much, remember? Its wings are impenetrable.
Its wings are impenetrable. No magic or physical attack will break through. So we'll be decoys. We'll keep the enemy occupied until Julius begins his attack.
Howling wind! Or the casket of blue steel! And in the farthest ice-covered waste,
speak. Nesodei Sua! Action!
Even if it blocked the bombardment, the effects of the ice will slow its wings. With Mihana's high-speed maneuvering, she can slip into striking range and make straight for its heart!
Did those mages do this spell in advance?
Mihana! Kiki! Why is the Grand Duke 14 floors up from where it should be? On the... Nailed it!
Are you guys okay?
Talk to us. Are either of you wounded?
I'm alright. Please fell. Will, he took the brunt of the damage.
Snap out of it! Please, Will, please!
Us again!
Get out of here. Take Will and run as far as you can. I'll stay and buy you some time to escape. I'll hold it, even if it costs me my life.
Why can't you escape with us too?
It was my job to finish it off, and I failed. I must atone for that failure now.
With your life? That's the only way?
Do you know my realize?
I'm staying with you.
But why, when you can live?
Simply put, you've been the only Resent I've ever respected, Liana. Until today, that is.
No, there has to be another way!
Right? All we can do is run. We have to escape this place. There's no disgrace in that. There's nothing to be ashamed of here. They would agree. Abandoning the two of them and getting out of here. Sion, I need you to punch me, like really hard. What? Look at me. I can't do this. Not without those goggles. It's terrifying. I can't. To hell with that! You're the one who got us all worked up in the first place! You're the one who gave us hope! So I know that you can't possibly be serious! This is what you brought! Own it! All of this is on you! You're the reason we landed here! You're responsible! We're all gonna die in this armpit of the dungeon because of you! Stop! Colette, take care of Kiki. Wait, he snapped back to normal? Was all that stuff about being scared just an act? Colette, you honestly think that? Because I don't believe it for half a second.
Have you ever held a sword?
It's relevant.
Wands cast magic from a distance. Swords are the exact opposite. You have to take on opponents that are far bigger and stronger. You have to get up close where they can strike. Put yourself in his shoes. You don't realize how pathetic he may seem. He's most afraid of running away. He's just a simple coward. But everyone else just calls that courage. I'm gonna fight too.
Can't break its defense. And since it's abnormally quick for its size, we're barely able to hit it in the first place. It all comes down to those protective wings. If we want any hope of winning, we have no choice but to cut them off.
Cattle shot!
Colette? Trying to ignore. My goggles were my only armor. I'm so scared. I can't think straight. The thought of losing someone I care about, scares me even more! Collect! I don't have keystone. A direct hit means instant death. A one-strike kill. This attack. I've seen it before! My word.
Thanks for the cord! I'll give you everything I've got, Will. The war, think! Go, Sarah!
Oh, Emperor! Remnants of the dead city!
Scion?
I bid thee! Recall the memory of that fiery torment! I bid thee! Remember the blaze that danced upon the earth! Those sorrowful flames that destroyed you! Now, behold our enemy and shielded him so that he could attack! There isn't anything! A cowardly laggard can do that I can! Inflame! Battalion!
That didn't kill it either? It survived advanced magic at point-blank range.
A true monster.
A wand isn't enough. And a sword can't slay it. Hold on.
It's wand and sword. You're sure about this?
Stop asking. I have made up my mind. It's for the sake of protecting this world. And then join as one.
And sword. Scion! Magic! Let's combine wand and sword! Wait, is that? Yes. Beast? What's happening?
The blade is covered in Scion's flame. I'd call it a spell, but is it?
It's more like the sword. My vision turned red. Strength welled up inside me. It was as if the torrent of energy rushing through me was prompting me. Before I knew it, I invoked its name. Come forth, O mighty fire! There isn't anything a cowardly laggard can do that I can! Inflame! Battalion!
Really? That didn't kill it either? It survived advanced magic at point-blank range.
A true monster. A wand isn't enough. And a sword can't slay it. Hold on. Try to remember, please.
It's wand and sword. You're sure about this?
Stop asking. I have made up my mind. It's for wand and sword to meet. And then join as one.
And sword. Scion! Magic! Let's combine wand and sword! Wait, is that?
do? What exactly did I do? He really just defeated a Grand Duke.
You okay?
As soon as they heard the death throes of their lord, they flew off. We're dead.
Hurry before it's too late!
Stay back!
It's no use. I'm going to make it.
No, Juliet!
Pass the wand, Elusa!
An advanced annihilation spell. But who cast it? That's Staff. No way.
Yes, he's Aaron Mysterious Old King.
The king of the Magicless. And the most powerful of the wands. But why is he here? 10 years for deep dungeon delving. Is he returning from a campaign?
You fought well, children of magic. Extraordinarily so.
A mage who even makes elves tremble with elation in his presence. All worship him. Yet, while everyone else was drawn to him.
Now there's a shock. So the sword still lives, huh? Mind giving me your name?
Surford. Will Surford, that is.
Me Finn. Plain and simple.
Moving to collect the goods was the right play to make, no doubt about it. Had they attacked us, we wouldn't have been in any position to retrieve this beauty.
Main thing is, we've accomplished our mission. Now we can hold one hell of a party.
And so the curtain fell on an unprecedented praxis exam. There were 11 fatalities. One student died. The school put out a call for any information on the instigators behind the incident, but no leads have turned up as of yet. And though the survivors began the process of healing, the bad taste left in their mouths proved too potent to just wash away.
No idea. I can tell you they're deviants with the strength to kill Regarden professors. But sadly, that's all.
Even though I saw it for myself, it's hard to believe our instructors are dead.
It is tough.
If Mysterious Noah hadn't shown up when he did, we probably would have died too, so...
Point 8-1. I wasn't following some chivalric mission. I assembled our party to earn recognition from the tower. Turns out, it'd seem I have a rather keen eye. We make a decent team. So as one of the youngest in a long line of knights, you have my undying gratitude.
Sounds like you're hungry, Liana. Say ah. How's that?
Good. Another.
Sure thing.
Another.
Hang on.
Another.
How many until you're full? Had I known you love food as much as this, who would have ever guessed you were such a glutton?
That's not true at all. Since my close combat style takes considerable stamina along with magic, it's natural I consume more energy than your average person would. So you see, I'm no glutton, Colette. I'm also not someone who would resort to lying, so you can... It really is the truth.
Saying it cute doesn't make it any more convincing. Just a regular starving knight, aren't you?
I swear I'm not. You've got the wrong idea.
Miss Perfect's true colors. Not bad perfect after all. Indeed. When I first learned of this and saw her stuffing her face, I was quite taken aback.
I'm a big eater too, in all honesty, but her appetite...
So as I was saying, what held us together at the end was Will. The day was saved by his courage and judgment. We'd likely be dead without him.
No, I can't just take all the credit when what really saved the day was us coming together as one. Joining forces is what got us through it. I'm not better or special.
Exactly! You say he saved us, but I recall that his cowardice nearly killed us. He couldn't stop Shazen, can you be?
Enough! Please, shut up!
Got a question for you, laggard. That power that ate my magic. What was it?
Yeah, that was incredible. It was so intense it took my breath away, Will. I was stunned.
Fair to say it wasn't an enchantment, though. Of that I'm sure.
Oh, that's right! You should have told us you had power like that from the outset. Being honest would have helped us avoid most of the danger. Get off me, Gale! Get out!
Well, laggard, what was it?
And then...
We could always ask Professor Wagner or someone about Will's experience.
Yes, surely it can be explained. One of them has to know something. It certainly was extraordinary.
Extraordinary? Oh, yes. A young boy on the expedition? You mean that blonde supporter?
My guess is he's part of the Finn tribe.
Never heard of this tribe before.
My family owns a couple documents that mention it. That's how I know. Though no one in the Finn tribe uses magic, their kind have gained extensive knowledge of me and are used as guides through the passageways. It's said that without their help, we wouldn't have managed to reach the deeper floors.
The guides of the labyrinth. The Finn tribe. I'm curious about the power that filled the Duke. But I'm also curious about the feeling I got when I met them.
Hey there, Cauldron. Just returned from the expedition.
It took you an awfully long time, Finn. That's typical for one of your expeditions, though, yes?
How far he is one rough taskmaster. But more importantly, here, it's a present.
I assume this blade is the Mage Slayer documented in the report, then?
Yeah. We ran into an unsavory group on floor 40 and got into it. Around 20 of the expedition's high mages were killed. Slayer wasn't created by the dungeon naturally. My guess is they're performing experiments down there.
You're suggesting they took various materials from around the dungeon, including the deepest floors, and combined them into this weapon?
Aaron's ordered me to investigate, so I'm dungeon-bound yet again. I don't mind. There are some creeps making moves in the shadows. So all of you be careful, too. Now, shall we get down to it? Cauldron? Why did you keep that boy a secret from me for all these years? You look after wands. Any swords you encounter are meant to be my turret.
His enrollment at my academy, you see. He's hopeful he'll one day ascend the tower and take on the mantle of Magia Vander.
Never heard of it.
Perhaps it's just the thing to yield an explosion unlike anything our world's ever seen.
Oh, you witch. But this sort of game can be fun. All right. I'll let you hang on to him a little while longer. Don't be surprised if I stick my nose in from now on, though.
Sure. Go right ahead.
I do despair. How are you the only one up and about when the rest of us are still recovering from our injuries?
Sitting around was getting to me more than my injuries. There's so much I can't begin to understand. But still, I have to keep moving.
What is he? His body can't be normal, no way. He definitely wasn't born a mage. I'm guessing he's a dwarf on the inside.
Bite your tongue. Don't lump a friend of the elves in with dwarven barbarians. Will's a warrior deserving of utmost respect.
Yes, he is powerful, but perhaps that's not his greatest strength. I'd say it's just his honesty and earnestness.
Laggard! And no holding back either!
Why are you jumping out of a window and provoking him when you can't possibly fight in this state?
If the laggard is well enough to fight, then so am I, Colette.
Please, just wait. Don't push it, you're still healing. And don't think I'll agree every time that you challenge me. Would be for real. Well, guess what time it is. Keep your promise. If you can't even beat me, what hope do you have of ascending the tower? None! So suck it up and fight me!
Have it your way. Why don't we start where we stopped? Ready when you are, Scion.
Wait! Will Scion? Really?
But you are still coming to terms with what happened. That said, we cannot allow you to stand idle and grow stagnant in your studies.
Since then, I've done everything I possibly could.
And a school year cannot end without testing all you've learned. For you 6th years, these are your final exams.
I'll see her soon. I'll see